Hey guys, Infinity Storm back here again. I got Chris Wiese this time, another guy from my team who just barely fell short of the top 48 using his hero deck. I'm going to let him take it from here.
Hey YouTube, I'm going to bring my deck profile. Like you said, I went 5-4. I missed my national invite by 1 round. Had a lot of tough matchups. Didn't see any wind-up matches though, so I was kind of happy about that one because I hate wind-ups, as do most people. They're just an overall bad matchup for heroes, but I'm just going to go ahead and start with the deck. I ran heroes. I ran my variation of it. 3 alias, targets for a spark. It's a light hero. That way I can go into the shinings, the big thing with this deck. And I ran 2 Bubble Man. Some people don't run them, some people do. I like running Bubble Man because you can special summon, and then late game, if you're top decking for game and you actually pull in the Bubble Man, you get to draw 2 off him, and that could be the difference between losing and winning. 2 TKR. Right now with a lot of searching and stuff, it just shuts down a lot of decks. Just completely destroys like Machina and anything else that depends on searching out cards. It's also a 1900 beat stick. It's a light, so it's a target for shining. 2 Chevalier helps me go into Nova Master. It's a 1900 Gemini, so I can target it for spark. 1 Stratos. This card won me more duels than any other card in my deck. Drop Stratos, get Bubble Man, set back row, special Bubble Man, go into Excalibur, double detach. You know, I can Monster Reborn, bring him back, get another Bubble Man, so on and so forth. He's just an overall broken card, especially with Monster Reborn, Compulses, anything like that I can keep bringing him back. Gores, just for if my opponent opens up like crazy and I have to drop something. Gores is there. So that's it for the monsters. And then for spells, 3 Miracle Fusion. This card's broken as hell. I can, you know, mind control, and then I can banish and special summon a monster of mine, special summon from my graveyard, special summon from the field. Especially with like the Shining, I can banish 2 elemental heroes like Stratos and Bowman, and then when Shining's destroyed, I can get them back and reuse their effects. So 3 Sparks, run 5 Geminis, super great card. I can combo it to Bottomless, and then my monster is destroyed. Instead of being banished, I get to draw a card and pop one of their cards. So Spark's a really good card. 2 Super Poly, saw a lot of action versus decks that had a lot of lights. I had one matchup with Watts that I just completely wrecked them because all their monsters are lights. I just kept stealing their monsters and super polying. 2 E-Calls, search out my heroes. It's a good search card. Like I said, drop those, then I summon out like Thunder King Ryo, and then I already got my searches in, and then they're screwed because they can't get any searches. 2 Lances for, like, say I set up a Torrential, drop a Torrential, drop a monster, blow up their field, lance my own monster, I'm not affected, and then I have a clear field. So these are really good cards in this deck. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy, 1 Book of Moon. A lot of people don't like me running Mind Control, but I like Mind Control for like Miracle Fusion, overlaying, that kind of stuff. So it's really good in this deck. 1 Reinforcements the Army, so I can get, you know, any warrior type. Doesn't have to be an hero. I can get Chevalier, but really good search cards. So that's it for the spells. Trap lineup is 2 Bottomless. Really good card to stop combos, and you know it worked really well against mirror matches and Dark World and stuff like that. Dimensional Prison, just a really good card. Stop stuff like Grapha from coming back. Any of the bigger monsters. This card right here is probably my favorite trap. Compulse has so many uses. Opponent synchros, opponent XYZ summons, anything of that nature. Let them go into that XYZ or synchro, then pop them with Compulse. They just wasted 2 cards to get that monster out, and they don't have anything to show for it. I can use it for Stratos. It's just a really good card to use. 2 Torrential Tributes, blows the field up. I wish I would have sided Needle Ceilings also, but I didn't have any at the time. So Torrential Tribute's just a really good card, especially if they do like Geargias, flood the field, Samurais, flood the field, anything of that nature. Wait for them, wait for them, wait for them, and then pop Torrential Tribute, and then it's just a clear field. They don't have any hand. And then the Solemn Suite, so 2 warnings and a judgment. Trap lineup did really well that day. It won me most of my games, so that's the whole deck as a whole.
Yep.
And then
can you just give us a quick run through the extra deck?
Yep. 2 Shinings, best card in the side deck or extra deck. 2 Absolute Zeros, 2 Nova Masters, 2 Gaias, 1 Great Tornado, 1 Maestroke, 1 Utopia, 1 Blade Armor or that's not Blade Armor Ninja. Blade Armor Ninja, Photon Papilloperative, and double Excalibur. Didn't have a Esquirdo in time for the tournament, so I played without it, but that's the extra deck.
Yeah, if you probably would have had one of those, you probably would have done better overall. You probably actually would have topped.
Yeah, I mean, I did beat Dark Worlds without Geminians or a Squirtle, but it was super tough compared to as if I did have a Squirtle. I could have stopped Grapha a lot faster, but you know, I did manage to play well enough to get past Dark Worlds without a Squirtle. But now that I have a Squirtle, it's going to be a lot different. After going to this regionals, my side deck's going to be a lot different going into Columbus, and I'm a lot more confident going down into Columbus than I was Cleveland because I hadn't played for 2 years. So going down into Columbus, I'll be a lot more confident, and hopefully I'll get my national invites, and I'll go there with Sam Bogner at nationals this year.
All right, just give us a quick run through the side deck, see what it was looking like for that.
For the side deck, I ran 2 Veilers. It's just an essential side deck card. 2 DD Crow for Dark Worlds. 1 DD Warrior Lady for Dark Worlds. Anything else I want to get rid of. 1 Neospatian Grand Mole. 3 MST for stuff like Gravekeepers and anything that's run macro that removes, because I can't have my cards removed. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, stop Gravekeepers, Dark Worlds, any such that nature. 2 Skill Drain, Shutdown, Wind-Ups and stuff like that. And 2 Rival of the Warlords for wind-ups and anything else that has a lot of different variations on the field. So that's the side deck.
Alright, do you have any final words?
No, just to keep watching for videos. There's going to be a lot more duels and more profiles and stuff, but stick around, and that's it.
Alright, see you later, you too.